For a long time, basketball was known as a tall man's sport. There was no room in the NBA for little people, for short people. But today, we're getting rid of all tall people, and we're only allowing short people in the NBA. Guys, today I have removed all tall players from the NBA. Now you're probably wondering, Jiedel, everybody in the NBA is tall. How do you define a tall person? Well, I did a quick Google search what the average height of the NBA player is. It's 6'7". So everyone who is 6'8" and above, we got rid of them! No LeBron James, no Joel Embiid, no Giannis Antetokounmpo. So I'm doing this from the perspective of the Golden State Warriors because Klay Thompson, he didn't make Klay Thompson, you know, he's average height. Steph, he's short. Draymond, average height. So I got a squad here with the Warriors, even though I don't got Kevin Durant. And you know some other teams, the Wizards, they got a squad. They got Wall and Beal. The Sixers got screwed. Let's be real here. Milwaukee, you know, they're all right. A lot of these teams are all right. Some of these teams, though, no big guys. They're in trouble. So today we're going to find out what would happen if there's no tall players in the NBA. Now you're probably wondering, what did we do with the teams that had a lot of tall players? And you know what we do on this channel. We give you the dumbbell. You know, low-key, the dumbbell kind of looks like me. Now I'm a little hurt. Can we get a side-by-side comparison of me and the dumbbell? I think the similarity is uncanny. Being a dumbbell aside, we're going to simulate the season, see what kind of stats people have. I have a feeling Steph's going to win MVP. I'm curious what his rebounding numbers will be. I'm curious what everyone's rebounding numbers are going to be honest. And then after that, you know, because this will be kind of quick, let's put prime Shaquille O'Neal in the league and see what he would do in a league of all short people. But for now, no Shaq, only shorties. So we're just gonna simulate the season. I will see you guys at the end of it. All right, we finished the year 71-11, although it's not really we, you know, we're neutral bystanders. Kawhi Leonard was the MVP, everybody. All right, so Kawhi averaged 30, 15, and 2.5 assists, Kawhi. That's pretty bad for how much you probably handled the ball, but 30 and 15 is pretty impressive. Luka almost averaged 19 rebounds a game without the tall guys around him. Okay, our boy Draymond, 16 rebounds a game. Draymond had himself a interesting season. He only shot 42% from the field. That's kind of bad with no big men guarding him. All right, for some reason, the first team only has 4 players on it. Oh, there's no centers. So there's no centers, which means there's no one to be a center. Oh, the first team, nope. The All-NBA teams are 4 positions deep this year. I didn't even know that could happen. That's so weird. All right, so, you know, we got Russell Westbrook, James Harden, first team guards. Leonard and Doncic was All-NBA first team. Second team, we got Curry, Oladipo, Draymond, and DeMar. Third team, David Nwaba was the All-NBA third team guard in this situation. Will Barton, Damian Lillard, Kyrie Irving. Wow, like kind of surprising. Surprising stuff here. The worst team in the West, the Timberwolves. I mean, they don't have Karl Towns. It makes sense. They were not only the worst team in the West, probably, yeah, just the worst team in the NBA, pretty much. 4-78, that's the worst record of all time. On average, they lost by 27 points a game. Yikes, they were really bad, actually. Okay, let's take a look at some stats here. The Timberwolves had the fewest defensive rebounds per game. In fact, they had the fewest rebounds per game, so they just have no talent, I guess, really. I mean, they still got D Rose, you know, but they don't really have oh wow, they have a lot of tall people on their roster, so they're just full of dumbbells, I guess. That's rough. My Warriors led the NBA, not my Warriors, the Warriors. We were 3rd in rebounds. Pretty much tied, though, with the Thunder and the Heat. So, Warriors by far seem like the best team. The Raptors, though, they went 70-12. So, Kawhi really, you know, he led this team to a pretty good spot. So, kind of interesting stuff. The points per game leader was tied with Curry and Leonard, and Irving was right there with them, Westbrook, DeRozan. Okay, the leader in rebounds per game was Luka Doncic. That's why he made the first team, I guess, 18. Westbrook, 17 a game. I could see that with no tall guys. Westbrook just soaring in. Nwaba, though, 17 rebounds a game. That's just pretty impressive. Derrick Jones Jr., okay, interesting. Curious if anyone shot a crazy percentage, just Kawhi, because there's no big men to stop him in the paint. All right, so let's see who wins the finals. I'm guessing it will be the Raptors or the Warriors, the way things have gone so far. So it's Raptors, Warriors. So it usually is in real life in these sims, which means, do big men even matter? I don't know. Kawhi Leonard was the finals MVP, so I guess Kawhi is just, you know, he's the best player. Maybe 6'8" and under, or 6'7" and under. I don't know, I guess. Like the Rockets, you know, they lost to the Jazz. They didn't even play us, and you know, my Warriors. Why do I keep saying my Warriors? I don't want to be associated with the Warriors. All right, so let's add Prime Shaq to that Timberwolves team and see if we can help them get in the playoffs, because clearly they needed it. They, you know, we're going to give them the one big man. We're not just going to give them the one big man. We're going to give them the most physically imposing big man of all time. You know, you can argue if he's the greatest big man of all time or not. We're not here for that debate. No one's arguing the dominance of Shaq, though, just from a physicality standpoint. I sound like Stephen A. Smith right now. I don't want to go down that path. So the highest rated Shaq is a 97 overall, an absolute beast. And we're assigning him, of course, to the Minnesota Timberwolves. They need his help. All right, so now we got Shaq, D-Rose, Jeff Teague. It's still a pretty flawed team. You know, we've seen some crazy rebounding numbers on this series. We've seen guys average like 35 rebounds a game. So, you know, Shaq here, I'm low-key expecting 25 plus rebounds a game from Mr. Shaquille O'Neal here. He's got no big men to compete with. I'm also expecting over 64% shooting from the floor. Expecting big things, if you guys haven't realized that. So the question is, can Shaq take what was the worst team in NBA history under the no tall players rule, and he'll be the only tall player in the NBA, and can he lead them to a championship? Can Shaq, Derrick Rose, and this Looney Tune bench carry this team to a championship? We're gonna find out in a second. I'm very curious to see what Shaq's stats are. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season. And hopefully we make the playoffs. I don't know. It was the worst team, so let's see how far Shaq can carry them. All right, so Shaq took a team that went 4-78, dragged them to 54-28. That is a gigantic Shaq-sized improvement. He averaged more rebounds per game than points per game, and the man averaged 32.3 points per game. My man averaged 34.5 rebounds, below 60% shooting, a little disappointing. More assists than Kawhi Leonard last year, 4 blocks a game. The Shaq attack, an absolute monster. He made the All-NBA first team, of course, which, other than Shaq, is the same as last year. All right, so the All-NBA second team, it actually looks the exact same as last year. The third team, we have Steph Curry and Chris Paul now, with Lance Stevenson, okay. We are the 3 seed going against the Thunder. But before we do that, let's see how much that shook up the standings. In the West, dragged down the Warriors a little bit. Rockets number 2. Worst team now, the Kings. Lakers were the second worst team last time. They're second worst team again. In the East, the Knicks moved up quite a bit. Where'd they go? Am I blind? Oh, no, they're at the bottom. I just didn't see them. The Knicks are still the worst team. Newsflash to nobody. You know, the stats for everyone else didn't really change that much other than Shaq just being an absolute monster, leading the league in scoring, rebounding, just an all-around amazing athlete. So let's simulate the playoffs. Let's see, could Shaq carry this team to a title in a league of small players? Looks like we're cruising past the Thunder. Nope, we're only up 2-1, 2-2. Come on, Shaq! Shaq, if we lose in the first round, okay, that was close. Now we're going against the Rockets, who are destroying us. Well, you heard it here first, everybody. James Harden is better than Shaquille O'Neal, according to 2K. But the Warriors got swept by the Jazz! So will the Rockets win the title, or will the Raptors repeat in the short players only finale? And it looks like James Harden, oh, no. Oh, who's gonna win? The Raptors. Okay, the Raptors came back from 3-1. 3-1 comebacks are all the rage these days. It's in style. I don't know when it's gonna go out of style, because they're kind of funny. They're actually really funny. But that's it for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this what if video, what if all top players were removed, let me know in the comments. Let me know what if ideas you want to see. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, click down there, and check out this video right here where we took LeBron James, the #1 rated wide receiver in the state of Ohio, his senior, and we put that man on the Cleveland Browns to see what would happen, how many stats he would average using their attributes from both Madden and 2K. So yeah, check out that video, guys, and peace!